Hey guys, Ask Avi number 2. I know it's only been a week, but I really wanted to do one again, and people seem to like the first one. So, 26 questions, that's 2 less than the first one, but I'll try to manage. Jeremy Dearmert asks, what's your favorite year for filmmaking? Would it be cliche to say 1994? Because, you have, that year, you have Forrest Gump, and, the year that basically made Jim Carrey, because, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask. And I know that's not, good examples for, why it was a good year, but I'm not gonna say, Pulp Fiction or Shawshank Redemption or whatever. Jeremy Dearmert asks, what's the worst movie of 2014? Nut Job. Because I've been watching a lot of movies lately because I need to do my top 10 best and worst list if I do it. So, the Nut Job so far tops that list. It's a heist movie about squirrels. And somehow it got a sequel, even though I don't think critics or audiences liked it, and it didn't make that much money. I mean, I don't know, 100 million I think it made. That's double its budget, but I don't think. Okay, Cameron Sullivan asks, what movies this year were you looking forward to based on the plot, description, premise, then changed your mind once you saw the trailer? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michael Bay produced. That might just be because I have extreme hatred against him, anything with his name on it, and I'm still not gonna see it. So, stop asking. No one's asking, so. Cameron Wadey asks, if you were to become a director, what genre of movies would you make? Well, my favorite genre, the only good genre in my opinion, comedy. Amaya Rosen asks, what did you like most about Frozen? The songs, what are you gonna say, the comedy? When your main example of comedy is Olaf, because I don't know. When are we gonna get... We haven't had a good, sidekick in, 15 years. Since, which came out first, Aladdin or The Lion King? Whichever one came out last, that's the last good one we had. So, yes, the songs. Teddy Macedo asks... Teddy Macedo, however you pronounce it. What's your favorite Disney... And sorry if I'm mispronouncing your names. What's your favorite Disney sequel? The only one that I think... Well, there's only two that I think that aren't awful. Fantasia 2000 and the Rescuers sequel. So probably Fantasia 2000. Hurry this up before my laptop runs out of power. Kyome McGillian, or Kyome H, don't know if the H is silent, I said that in my 100 subscriber special. Why don't you watch R-rated films? Well, first of all, I can't see them in theaters since no one's going to take me to them, and I'm under 18. But yeah, fine. I saw R-rated films online when I was doing the, whatever, best and worst of 2014. And obviously, since I only like comedy, I'll see comedy. And obviously, I need to see a 2014 film to see if R-rated films have stood the test of time. So, what good R-rated films came out this year? Neighbors? Yeah, really good. And, Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, also. And Haunted House 2, yeah. R-rated films, great this year. 22 Jump Street was the only thing that was okay, I guess. Arjunas Ingram asks, what's your favorite Marvel film? Being that I've only seen, 2 Marvel films in my life, and one I didn't like, I'll have to go with, Guardians of the Galaxy. Teddy Macedo asks, what's your favorite Dreamworks sequel? Well, let's see what there is. There's, Madagascar's 2 and 3, there's Shrek 2, 3, 4, whatever. So probably Shrek 2, and there's something else. Teddy Macedo asks, what's the worst animated movie I've ever seen? That doesn't mean, the Garbage Pail Kids movie, that's not really Nut Job. I'm trying to think, since I am answering these now without, thinking, the Nut Job, I don't know. Probably the Nut Job. I'm trying to think back, it just means, could be Food Fight, yeah, that's but I didn't see all of it, though. Favorite Seuss movie, probably, Teddy Mosquito asks also favorite Seuss movie. It's probably just, like, the least awful Seuss movie, so that's Horse and Heroes of Who. Teddy Mosquito also asks, what's your favorite movie that's based on a cartoon? The Simpsons movie. Duh. There's no good live-action movies based on cartoons. Aaron Kelly asks, favorite scene in any film? Oh, second, Back to the Future. This is always going to be my answer. Second, Back to the Future, where Marty McFly's trying to get from Biff the sports almanac and the car scene. That's what I'm talking about. Dylan Self asks, are remakes good or bad? Well, it depends. I mean, usually they're bad, but I mean, you have to be respectful to, I don't know. Daniel Salami asks, worst sequel ever. Okay, let's see. Dumb and Dumber 2 is, Dumb and Dumber When Harry Met Lloyd is a prequel. It's probably Son of the Mask. Wait, does it have to be a comedy, though? I'm trying to think. Son of the Mask, probably, yeah. Jeffrey Atwood asks, Guardians of the Galaxy versus the Avengers. The other Marvel film I've seen was The Avengers, and I didn't like it. The Guardians of the Galaxy. Maxon Svensson asks, did I like Forrest Gump? Hey, me and him did a, spoiler podcast. You could search for it if you look for his YouTube channel. I forgot what it's called. Movie Aficionado 1, that's what it is. Yeah, I guess so. I couldn't really even explain why I liked it. Like, I've never been stumped on, like, why I did or didn't like a film. I just liked it. And I couldn't think of any flaws in it, but it wasn't even the greatest film ever. Palatese Kahu asks, sorry, I feel really bad. I probably totally butchered that name. Worst movie you've ever seen in theaters? I don't really see bad movies in theaters. High School Musical 3? I don't know. She also asks, best movie I'd never see again. Well, if it's such a good movie, I'd probably see it again. But, so that's, I'm going really, Groundhog Day, I don't know. I'd probably even watch that again. All the movies I like, I'd see again. Palatese Kahu asks, you could tell me how to pronounce all your names. What's your favorite movie ending? Back to the Future 2. Well, technically that's the second to last scene, and the last scene is like, I'm back from the future or whatever, like, it's because, I'm talking about the scene before that, like, Doc gets struck by lightning or whatever, and, that man in the trench coat or whatever is giving the letter, like, we were told to keep this letter for 100 years or whatever. And, like, we had bets whether or not you'd show up that way. What's a movie that, Colton Hunt asks, what? How did you get in here? That was so fake. I told him to ask a question. What's a movie that you enjoy that everyone else hates? I don't mean a guilty pleasure, I mean you legitimately like it. The Internship and The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. Colton Hunt also asks, what? Again? What's my least favorite Robert Zemeckis film? I haven't seen any of the more recent stuff, though. Like, I haven't seen Polar Express or Flight or, like, or Mars Needs Moms. That probably would. But I haven't seen it. So, like, Back to the Future trilogy, I've seen. Forrest Gump, I've seen. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I've seen. I don't know. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is probably the worst of them. Most people would probably say the second or third Back to the Future film. But being how the second's my favorite film and the third is, like, my top 10. Colton Hunt also asks, ooh, let's fix up that question. It really distracts me. I'm kind of OCD that way. What's your thoughts on Back to the Future 3, as opposed to the other ones? It's not as good as the first two, but it's still good. I mean, it doesn't, like, totally, like, make, like, the trilogy not worth it. Like, you see the first two and then stop. Other than that ending, it'd probably be, like, in my top 5 favorite films. That end, because he keeps saying he's going to destroy the time. The reason why the second one's my favorite film also is because the first one has, like, the problem of, like, well, wouldn't Marty's parents remember him? Or, like, from 50 years ago? And the third one has the problem of, like, well, he keeps saying he's going to destroy the time machine, and he doesn't. The second one, there's no major, like, thing that people always bring up. But yeah, it's still good. It's just that stupid ending, because he says, like, I'm going to destroy the time machine, and he doesn't. Colton Hunt also asks, I used, like, most of his questions because, like, I needed to get it up to, like, close to 28. Can you elaborate on why you find the first Toy Story movie to be weak? It's just, like, kind of cliched, especially the ending. Like, you think they're not gonna get together, but they do, and then it looks like they might not again because he misses the truck or whatever. And they do. It's like, oh, a new toy wants to take Andy's spot. Toy Story 2 had the most action, basically. Had the most stuff happening. Maybe not action, but... Sebastian Mendo asks, what films did you like before, but now you don't? So basically, films I liked... I could tell you a show I liked before Full House, but... Someone also asked, I think, what's my favorite show? I'll just put that in there. I think Jeremy Dearmert asked, So How I Met Your Mother. Except for that stupid ending, but off track, and only 3 minutes to go. Shark Point Lava Girl, I don't know. No, there had to be something like High School Musical I probably liked. I don't know. Jeremy Dearmert, and this is the last question. Okay, I had 3 minutes to go. Wait, make sure that's, yeah. Okay. Jeremy Dearmert asks, what's my favorite directorial debut? Before it shuts off, it's about to shut off, so I'll just, like, turn off my computer. But what's my favorite, the guy, I'm blinking on his name, and I just shut off my computer. The guy that directed Up, the, kids film Up, in case you're mistaking that. It just forced shut down. You hear the behind the scenes, but yeah, Up. I don't know why I think his name was, like, Bob Peterson or something. Such a generic name. So yeah. Tell me if you'd like to see, a top 10 best and worst list. Sorry this wasn't as good as the first one, but as you know, sequels are never good as the originals. Ha ha ha. So, see you guys later. And thanks again for my 100 subscribers. Wow, I'm getting off topic. I should have just ended the video here. I could always cut this part out. But, I don't know, next week I'll review 2 weeks from now or something box shows I'm seeing. And I'll review the trailers. I'm just trying to get this up to 15 minutes, but I can't just babble on for a minute and a half.